Dr. Nicholas Muraguri's name has featured in the health sector for close to a decade. His transfer to the land's docket marks the first time he's venturing outside his comfort zone. He is living with graft allegations over his head and a lot of unanswered questions. Muraguri, described as a survivor, will now be the accounting head at the controversy-riddled Ardhi House, which is not short of impropriety allegations. He will replace Mariam El-Mawi. His exit was imminent, especially after the yet-to-be-resolved health workers' crisis reached Parliament, and he was accused by his boss, Dr. Cleopa Mailu, of undermining his authority. Muraguri has been accused of presiding over major scandals at the ministry. He was placed right at the center of the 5 billion shilling scandal that rocked the ministry in the last financial year. He is replaced by Julius Korir, formerly of Industry and Enterprise Development. Patrick Nduati Mwangi will now head to the Ministry of Industry and Enterprise. He has been accused of undermining the orders of his boss, Eugene Wamalwa, and awarding a tender even after the cabinet secretary disagreed with it. The controversy around the 60 billion project for the construction of Thwaka Dam saw partners withholding funding. Its fate is in limbo. Nduati will be replaced by Zainab Hussein, formerly of Gender Affairs. Ambassador Richard Ekai may be awaiting prosecution, having been mentioned adversely in the Rio Olympics fiasco. But this did not stop the president from reassigning him to the correctional services. In January, the Director of Public Prosecution, Keriako Tobiko, recommended that Sports Cabinet Secretary Hassan Wario and the Principal Secretary Richard Ekai be charged with abuse of office over the loss of over 100 million shillings in what became known as the Rio Olympic Games fiasco. If the two were to be charged, they would have been forced to step down. Ekai has been replaced by Ambassador Peter Kaberia, formerly of Defense. This reassigning of PSs, including those suspected to have been involved in corruption, raises questions about the anti-graft war. The last time the president sacked those accused of corruption was in 2015, when he tabled a list before Parliament. This saw the exit of several top government officers. Anne Waiguru was the last Jubilee official to voluntarily step aside, and she did not resign on the basis of accusations of graft, but on health grounds.
Following my doctor's advice, requested His Excellency the President to relieve me of the responsibilities of Cabinet Secretary.
Saitoti Torome, formerly of Planning and Statistics, is headed to the Defense docket, while Wilson Irungu Nyakera of Transport will replace him at Planning and Statistics. Dr. Paul Mariga Mwangi leaves Public Works to replace Irungu at the Ministry of Transport. Others who have been moved are Mika Popus Powon, formerly of Correctional Services, who will head to the Devolution Department to replace Mwanamaka Mabruk. Mabruk is headed to the Gender Affairs docket. The changes take effect immediately. Ken Mijungu, NTV.